Hello and welcome back to Unacademy Plus, India's one of the largest learning platform. And to get here, you just cannot imagine. The greatest learning experience is what you get out from Unacademy Plus. Unacademy Plus provides you in access. You can have unlimited live and unlimited recording sessions at your fingertips, attending them anytime from anywhere. And that too from the best educators and the topmost educators here on Unacademy Live. Friends, good evening. I am Sumati Sharma. I'm a postgraduate in art streams and I have an experience of being the principal and vice principal in various renowned schools of Rajasthan. I am into this education sector from past 20 years. I've also taught students of grade 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, English and social studies. I've also taught aspirants for CAT, MAT, BPO, CLAT, BBA, etc. I am a passionate lover. I'm a lover of sports, adventure sports. I'm a passionate runner. I'm a passionate cyclist, a swimmer, and I am a self-motivator. So what do you get at Unacademy? What are the advantages that you get here at Unacademy? So you get a structured course which is personalized at your convenience by your educator. You can attend daily live classes anytime, anywhere. You can have an access. You can engage with your educators while you are in the live classes, solve your problems, solve your doubts, your queries, even when the classes are going on. And you have the live tests and the quizzes where you get a detailed analysis of your performance, and that too with the help of your educators and your assistants. You'll be provided the best assistance. The hands-on with the best educators is they are going to take you where you want to be. What other advantages that you get? You might be thinking. So, see, the sessions here, the schedule works for you. The sessions here are live sessions, but in case अगर आपसे कभी वो session miss भी हो जाता है, so don't be disheartened. You can download those sessions because they're all recorded and you can watch them from anywhere, anytime on your PC, your tablet, your iPad, your mobile. From anywhere you can do that. There's no language barrier. The sessions here are taken in whichever language you want. If you want a Tamil session to be taken up or to attend, you can have a session. We have the educators who teach in Hindi, English, bilingual also, and more than other 12 other languages that the sessions are now. You can interact with your educator while the session is going on. You can solve your problems. You will be assisted there and then. Then you get your doubts cleared here, and you also get to attend the live polls. You can answer. You can The best advantage or the best thing about attending the live polls is you can see your place or you can see your mark at the leaderboard. That gives you a lot of confidence, doesn't it? So live tests and quizzes really help you to know the exam pattern because they're based on the exam pattern and they measure your progress and you come to know that where are you on the right track or not. You get a detailed report and analysis again to know that whether your performance is on track or not. And you have an access here to unlimited learning material, which is highly quality, which is of high quality. I'm talking about that means the content is really written and prepared by the qualified, the best of the educators here. So you have an access to the learning material as well. Now, you if you want to subscribe or if you want to opt, I'm just, yeah, there's my star list. So if you want to opt for a 12 months course, then the price here is 17,500, but you have to pay only 15,750 for a 12 months course because you'll be getting a 10% discount only. 10% discount only when you are using my referral code, which is SUMATI, Sumati. And if you want to go in for a 24 months course, then again using my referral code SUMATI, what you can see here, the course which is for 21,000 will be only 18,900, getting a 10% discount on 21,000. So please subscribe. Please get in for any of these courses, either 12 months if you are opting for, or you're opting for 24 months. But don't lose your hold on this 10%. Please avail this discount, 10% discount, by using this referral code of mine, which is SUMATI. All right, so our topic for today is verbs. We had the sessions on nouns, pronouns, and we had on idioms also. Yesterday, the session was very, very interesting. And now today, verbs. Verbs are action words, as we all know. And so without getting into the definition of or the examples of verbs, we all know about it. But then, yes, let's brush up this. Let's start with the helping verbs. What are helping verbs? So helping verbs are be, have, do, then. You, be, and have and do, they are used in verb form 1, verb 2, and V3. So verb form of 1 is used in the present tense, that is be form is used in the present tense using is, am, are. The second form of verb, V2, second form of verb is used in the past form. That is be, if you're using it in the past tense. The second form of verb, it will be was and were. And been is used in the third form of verb, where you have, has, have, and had. So have in the first form of verb is written, So have you use in the singular both in the present tenses, has and have. She has a beautiful dress, or they have a beautiful car. So he, she, singular, and we use has with them, and have with plural. Had is used in the past form, in the second form of verb, and have again in the third form. Do, in the first form of verb is do and does. So I do my work on time. But he does his work on time. So I के साथ does नहीं लगता है, he के साथ does लगता है. और past tense में हम इसको did लगाएंगे, and then done will be in the third form. Now see the verb and noun relationship. So noun और pronoun जब use होते हैं sentence में, like for example singular में definitely he, she, it, and that's a name Rohan. He, she, it आपके pronouns हैं. Rohan is your noun, singular. So the first form of verb, we are going to, if we want to make it plural, we will be adding s and es. That means if we make this, he writes very neatly. So S lagaya. She goes to a friend every day. So she goes to a friend's house every day. So yahan es laga. Now it depends on the verbs, but then when we have the noun and pronoun in the sentence in the singular forms, form. So the verbs are used with S and ES. And helping verbs, she is going, so is plus ing, that will be here. She was going, so was plus ing. She has done, the third form of the verb, not ing. So she has done, and he does. So these are the helping verbs that we use when the sentences are carrying noun and pronoun. In plural, they, that's a pronoun, Indians noun, and we again pronoun. Now S and ES is not added. They goes, incorrect. They writes, we goes, absolutely incorrect. So without S and ES, if we have plural pronoun and plural noun in the sentence, please do not put S and ES there. So they write very neatly. We go to the race and spend some good time there. We'll go and watch the match and have some good time. And helping verbs, pronouns, plural, am and are and were. Was सिर्फ I के साथ लगता है. I was watching that match. Have is again your helping verb, and do, does, did again your helping verb. Let's look at some main verbs here. Now, okay, so I need to just give me 1 second. I'll open up my this OBS class so that I can see if any one of you has joined me. Just a second, and I'm there. Yes, right. So main verbs. In the first form of verb is this allow, this verb. Second form, ed will be added, so it will become allowed. And the third form, again ed. So appear in the second form, appeared joined with ed, and again appeared. It will remain same in the third form also. Build. Yeah, Rohit, welcome back. Good to see you. So build, then T in the second form, built. And in the third form of verb again, T. So build, built, built. And next is borrow. Borrow will be joined with ed here. And again, it will remain same in the third form of verb. So actually what we are talking in these few slides that I have prepared for you is that there are some verbs which are joined in the second form and third form with ed and d and en also, and somewhere they are irregular also, but somewhere the verbs in the second form, third form remain same. So that is what we are looking at, and I've taken a few examples to explain, because in grammar you have innumerable verbs and the forms, their innumerable forms, how and when they change and in what manner. कहाँ डी लगता है, कहाँ ed, कहाँ en, कहाँ सिर्फ एक बीच का लेटर drink, drank, drunk. So drink, drank, drunk, second form में a लग गया और third form में u लग गया, drunk. This is how, so I've taken a few examples here. All right, boil, boiled, and boiled. That remains same. The third form, burn, burnt, burnt. Now here these verbs are ending with en in the third form. But see the second form also. वो भी change होएगा, but the third form will be ending with en. So arise, arose, arisen. Then beat, okay, that is beat again, but beaten, en. Break, broke, and broken. Bite, bit, and bitten. bear, bore, born. So these are very interesting verbs actually, and when we make use of it, या तो हम verb sentence पे गलत लगाते हैं, या हम be form होता है वो गलत लगाते हैं, या आपके tenses कहीं has, have, had वो आपके sentences में आप correctly place नहीं करते हैं कभी. So that is why grammar is so important, and it's very easy, but then sometimes it is confusing. Choose, chose, second form. He chose to become or to come first in the race this time. He chose, or he chose a beautiful girl for himself. Second form of verb. And chosen. He has already chosen those two cars that he is going to buy. He has already chosen those two cars. So spoken about, जैसे मैं कल आपको बता रही थी, spoken about, those two cars is the object that he is going to buy. The object, so chosen, ending with en. And drive, drove, and driven. Okay, verbs ending or added in between with I O U. Let's see. Verb begin. Second form began. And third form begun. The work has, or the class has already begun. Right? Drink, drank, and drunk. As I gave you this example earlier, drink, rank, drunk. So see, just making that one change of placing that letter in between, the how the forms change, how they change, how they take place, and how it makes some other, it takes out some other meaning in the sentence. Run, ran, and run. Sink, sank, sunk. Sing, sang, all right? This has to be G here. So sing, sang, and sung. She sang that song so sonorously or in a beautiful voice. She had sung that song earlier also. So I have used here, I've made use of past perfect tense here. That is, had. She had sung that song earlier also. उसने ये गाना पहले भी गाया हुआ. Okay. Now same form. Some verbs remain as it is. They do not change in any of the forms in the second form or in the third form as well. Same रहता है. If you can see bet, 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 bid, 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 then burst, 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 cut, 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 cast. Will not be cast, casted, casted. No. Cost, costed. This book has costed me 500 rupees. Costed कोई word ही नहीं है. So cost, this book has cost me rupees 500. Cost, cost, cost. Hit, hit. Hitted is no word. बहुत commonly मुझे सुनने में आता है. He hitted that boy, which is wrong. Hitted is no word in English. So he hit that boy. Hurt, hurt, and hurt. I got hurted. Wrong. Absolutely incorrect sentence. So I hurt myself while I was coming down the stairs. Now see the types of verbs. कुछ इस type जो आज मैं आप लोग के लिए verbs लेकर आई हूँ, they are going to be like you have done them, but it will be very, very interesting because some verbs you would definitely recuperate that yes, we have done this, but then it's so interesting that we did not know or we did not remember कि ये verbs भी होते हैं. Helping verbs we all know, right? They're very, very common. Helping verbs, they are the verbs that have no meaning on their own. They are not like teach or sing or dance. They are necessary for grammatical structure of the sentence. They are placed in the sentence so that एक proper grammatical structure sentence का बने, but they don't have a meaning on their own. People must start donating in charity. So words like can, could, may, might, would, will, must, ought to, is, am, are, was, were. This is what I'm talking about. ये आपके helping verbs होते हैं. Is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had, do, does, did, can, could, then may, might, shall, should. ये सब आपको मैं present tense और उनके past tenses साथ में बता रही हूँ. Then will, put, must, and ought to. ये आपके helping verbs होते हैं in grammar. They do not make any sense. Sense in the sense what I'm talking about is इनका कुछ meaning नहीं है. इसका कोई meaning नहीं है. But they are very, very important in forming or in framing the sentence very, very correctly or in a proper grammatical order, in a proper grammatical sequence. To make some sense out of that sentence, we make use of helping verbs in the sentence. Main verbs, very simple. Main verbs are verbs that have a meaning of their own. For example, I teach, I sing, I dance, I eat, I pray, I sleep. These are main verbs. Transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. ये आपके बहुत important होते हैं if you're talking or if you're taking up the CAT exam, which is coming in the month of November. The date has already been declared. On the 4th of August, we're starting with the registration. So yes, we'll not go into the depth of that. That will be in my other session. But right now, transitive verbs and intransitive verbs are very, very important when we're talking from the CAT verbal reasoning questions from that point of view. A transitive verb is one which must have an object to complete its meaning. Transitive verb वहीं आपको पता चल जाना चाहिए जहां सेंटेंस में साथ एक ऑब्जेक्ट आ रहा है. So sentence is always, I told you, formed, a complete sentence is always formed with a subject, verb and object. इससे एक complete sentence बनता है. Subject के बिना आपका verb object से sentence नहीं हो सकता. Object अकेला sentence नहीं बना सकता. Verb अकेला sentence नहीं बना सकता. So then subject, verb and object, that makes a complete sentence. So John kicked the ball. Now the ball here is object, right? And kicked here is your verb, right? John would be subject. तो ये transitive verbs होते हैं जहां verbs के साथ object आते हैं. They are called transitive. Intransitive verbs is totally opposite. In an intransitive verb, that is one which is complete in itself or which is completed by other words without requiring an object. So they don't require an object. For example, John talked. Now, John ने बात करी. किससे करी, क्यों करी, तो वो transitive verb आ जाएगा उसके साथ. But ये भी एक sentence हो रहा है. इसका भी मतलब है John talked. I slept. Right? So that is what I mean to say. The transitive verbs are those which have the verbs which have an object, which carry an object. And intransitive verbs are those which do not carry an object. They are complete in themselves, or it is complete in itself. Okay. So, Rohit, what's wrong? Are you very quiet? Okay, you must be watching this. There are no questions here. All right. So, active verbs, the active voice is the normal voice that we speak in most of the time. In this voice, the object receives the action of the verb performed by the subject. Active voice and passive voice is same. यहाँ active verbs इसलिए क्योंकि उन sentences में verbs का use होता है. But it is one and the same. If you can see, this is a sentence in active voice. Dogs eat bones. So subject, verb and object. But passive voice is less usual. In this voice, the subject receives the action of the verb being performed by the object. So what happens in active and passive? In active voice, the subject remains subject, verb and object. But when we have to change it into passive, the object becomes the subject and subject becomes the object by using of some words there. Now, what are they? So, like, if you can see, dogs eat bones, subject, verb, object. But bones are eaten by the dogs. Can you see here? आपका जो object था, वो अब subject बन गया. Are eaten, helping verb आ गया by using are, because bones plural है, so are. Eaten, third form of verb है आपका ये. Eat, ate. So eat का आपका third form of verb यहाँ पे लग गया क्योंकि आपका object अब subject बन गया. So bones are eaten by the dogs. यहाँ आपका by the dogs क्या है? That is subject. Now it becomes object. Dynamic verbs. Okay, I don't know how many of you have heard about them. So dynamic verbs क्या हैं? Let's see. These verbs denote an actual action or expression or a process done by the subject. She buys new clothes every week. एक particular action, direct action हो रहा है. I will cook for my mother. So direct कुछ action हो रहा है. I will dance in my friend's party. Direct action or an expression or a process. So these verbs denote an actual action or an expression or a process done by the subject. They mean an action which can be seen or physically felt, or the result of which is seen or physically felt by object or an indirect object. She buys, ये physically some action किया जा रहा है. She buys new clothes every week. Static verbs. So again, I doubt how many of you have heard of helping verbs, you've heard of transitive, intransitive, modal verbs also. But then dynamic and static verbs, I think for many of you, it might be new. So static verbs. Now, what are these kind of verbs? Sorry. These verbs refer to the state of the object or the situation of the subject. In what manner, in what form, or in what state that subject is. What situation that subject is. That is what static verb is. Static verbs tell us about the state of mind of the subject. What is he thinking? What is being reflected? So words like think, assume, believe, trust. Then you can also see she prefers. Now she prefers strawberry jam. This is a state of mind that she likes. Now likes will not be a static verb. Okay, but prefers will be prefers, assume or think, believe, ponder. Yes, of course, absolutely correct, Rohit. Very good, very good. These are static verbs where the state of the subject or the situation is being done, but not exactly physically, because physically अगर वो verbs हैं तो वो dynamic verbs होंगे. जो किसी state या situation बता रहे हैं, that those verbs will be static. Okay, modal verbs. So modal verbs, modals बहुत common है. Can, they are being used in the sentence to give a proper, structured, complete, sensible meaning of the sentence, right? So can, could, may, might. You just saw it in my previous slide. Will, would, must, shall, should, ought. Okay. So, okay, tell me one thing. Can ka negative is can't. Okay, with apostrophe. Could will be couldn't, right? With apostrophe. I'm just asking you the negative. Let me see. Okay, so may, what will be the negative of may? Can anyone tell me here in the chat box? May not. Of course, that is correct. But if you want to use a contracted, Rohit, if you want to use in the contracted form, so main तो कोई verb होएगा ही नहीं, might not be है, but may आप नहीं लिख सकते, but mightn't you can use using it in the contracted form. May NT contracted form में नहीं कभी भी लिख सकते, that's incorrect. But mightn't is absolutely correct. You can use it in the contracted form. Will be definitely won't. Would is simple. Wouldn't. Must. Mustn't. Shall. Okay. What is going to be the negative contracted form of shall? Yes. What is going to be the negative contracted form of shall? All right. Shan't. SHAN apostrophe T. Shan't is the negative contracted form. And this is simple, shouldn't. And again, contraction, negative contraction of ought to is oughtn't. Okay, doesn't matter, Rohit. It's okay. That's fine. So these are the modal verbs. These verbs tell us whether something is probable or about the skills of a noun, etc. There are 10 modal verbs in total and each have an important part in the sentence. Now, there are verbs which express physical actions. Like we talked about the dynamic verbs, right? Here are some sentences which express physical action. She sells eggs and lucky heather. In this example, the word sells is a verb and it expresses the physical activity, some activity which is physically being done. Selling, then the doctor wrote the prescription. Again, some physical activity, so physical activity to write. And Alison bought, so the physical activity to buy. Now, verbs which express mental actions. There are verbs which also express mental action. She considers the job done. So this is not physically getting done. Consider this particular verb. She considers. That means she's thinking, she's assuming, she's considering that the job is done. Peter guessed the right number. So guess, again, some mental activity of guessing is going on. To guess. I thought the same thing. So the mental activity to think. Okay, he runs every day. So Rohit, why have you written this sentence? He runs every day for runs every day. So physical ho jayega, that will be dynamic verb, right? This will not be a mental verb or the verb expressing mental action. Ma'am, audio too low, please check. Okay. All right. So now am I fine? Is it Am I audible now? Am I loud enough? I think there is, because there's some, the weather is not really good outside, so maybe because of that. But now, am I audible, Rohit? Am I loud enough? Can you hear me clearly now? All right, fine. Let's move ahead. Now, verbs which express state of being. किस पोजीशन में, किस सिचुएशन में, किस स्टेट में है. So those verbs, they are all be form of verbs. They are all state of being. You can see already यहाँ पे the verbs that express state of being. So all the be form of verbs are the verbs which express state of being. State of being verbs are also called inactive or linking verbs, as they explain the situation, the way they are, and change in those situations. So the verb itself is saying, and that is the be form. So these be form of verbs are is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had, do, does, did. Right? Thanks, Rohit. Thanks for this thumbs up. Okay. So is used with third person singular. Now, I would request all of you who are watching me, please ये गलतियां जो verbs की गलतियां हैं, is की, am, are, was, were, especially has, have, had और do, does, did की हम इतनी common mistakes करते हैं spoken English में, हमारी day to day communication में इतनी गलतियां करते हैं. Please understand किस noun के साथ, किस पर्सन के साथ, फर्स्ट पर्सन के साथ कौन सा वर्ब यूज होता है, सेकंड पर्सन के साथ कौन सा वर्ब, थर्ड पर्सन के साथ कौन सा वर्ब. प्लीज ट्राई एंड अंडरस्टैंड एंड प्रैक्टिस अ लॉट on these, because this is very very important. Now is used with third person singular. third person क्या है, जिसके बारे में बात की जा रही है, spoken about. He is a decent boy. He is an intelligent boy. So he is. She, he, are, he, am, incorrect. So she is very hardworking. It is a good movie. So they're all used with is. The third person singular you always make use of is be form of verb. He is a basketball player and it is a puppy. Am is used with first. यहाँ पर third person था is, but am is used with first person singular, that is I. I am. He am, she am, they am, it am. नहीं होगा. So आपका हमेशा am first person singular के साथ ही use होगा. I am a rapper. I am a runner. I am a social reformist. Now, verbs which express, again we are continuing, वो हमने अभी is और am देखा. Now are. Are is used with first person plural. First person plural. जो बात कर रहा है. One who is speaking is the first person, but in the plural form. So we are going to watch that movie tonight. We are going for a dinner party tonight. So we, plural, but the first person plural we is where we are going to make use of are, not is and am. Second person singular and plural you. You are. So you ke saath bhi are, you am and you is incorrect. You are going to study hard, or you're going to bring me a glass of water. So you am nahi hoga, you is nahi hoga. And third person plural they. They are going to be driving to Jaipur tonight, or they are playing a match right now. So they are. We are beautiful souls. That's an example I've given here. And they are politicians. Another be form of verb, which is in past tense, that is was. So was is used with first person singular I. I was, he was, she was, it was. They was is incorrect. So see, with I, was is used, then he, then she, and it in the past tense. So he was a thief and it was a murder. Again, next be form of verb is were. Now, were is used with first person plural we, right? First person plural. We were watching that movie, or we were watching TV since 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. So we were. They were playing that match since 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. So they were. Again, first person plural, we, first person plural, but with we and they, we make use of were in the past tense. We were soldiers who fought in the war, and they were nuns. Now, be is used with all persons. Be means is, am, are, was, were, right? I, we, you, he, she, it, they. In future tense, and we should add will or shall before be. तो sentence में अगर be भी use करना है आपको, उसके साथ आपको definitely एक helping verb और लगाना पड़ेगा. You will have to use it. You will be cruel. You be cruel is no sentence. I shall be an entrepreneur. So I be an entrepreneur is no sentence. I want to be an entrepreneur. Absolutely good. He wants to be an entrepreneur. That is also correct. But he singular, third form of first third person tha. So verb कौन सा आया? Plural. He wants to run a marathon. I want to run a marathon. तो he wants to run क्यों है? क्योंकि ये आपका third person है. Third person singular. Verb will always be added with s. But if the person who is speaking, then the verb will be without s. I wants to run a marathon nahi hoga. She wants to run a marathon is correct. Okay, we are continuing. After be, we have the been. Please pronounce this not been, because the been and being, either you lay stress on the last syllable of this word, this being. So your G should be very, very prominent. And this being is एक बोलचाल की भाषा में होता है. But then if you pronounce it as been, I have been to the market several times. I have been to his house many times. He is being very nasty in his job. He is being. So can you see how am I pronouncing it? So you have to take care. I'm just talking about spoken English क्योंकि spoken कम्युनिकेटिव इंग्लिश जो आपकी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स है कहाँ काम आएंगी? आपकी जीडी और पीआई. आपका कैट एग्जाम खत्म होएगा, सो यू विल हैव टू गो फॉर योर group discussions, your personal interview, and there your pronunciation, your communication skills are also going to be checked because they've already checked you on your content, or on in the exam they've already checked with your whatever the course you had worked on. But your spoken English skills, your spoken skills, your communication skills, they are going to be checked in GD and PI. So be very, very careful. So been I have been to this town earlier also. He is being very selfish. He's being very selfish. Okay, so been is a past participle of be, and is a state of being verb. It is used with all persons. So been, I have been to the market. We have been doing this work. You have been dancing very nicely. He has been, he has been playing guitar since he was of 20 years of age. She has been doing a very good job. It has been laid down on the table. They have been playing a match since morning, right? I have been to the deserted place, and have you been through this suffering? Been, I can't see any difference. Okay, what kind of difference are you talking about, Rohit? BEEN and BEING, they both are different. Being, आप तब यूज करते हैं जब आप का सेंटेंस परफेक्ट में हो, परफेक्ट टेंस यूज हो रहा है. परफेक्ट कौन से हैं? हैज, हैव, हैड, राइट? तब आप बीइंग ing यूज करते हैं. So when you have a perfect tense, the sentence in perfect tense, then you use being. But if you are using just a simple be form of verb, okay, right, okay, sorry, that is, I've written it upside down. He has been, she has been, they have been. तब हम been use करते हैं. is, am, are, was, were, इन सब के साथ हम ing, that is being. She is being very nice to me. I am going to being in that state of mind where I will not be able to take it. They are being told not to talk loudly. They are being. So ing. I hope you are getting, okay. Been, I can't see any difference. So been in pronunciation. Been and being. So बहुत slight सा difference है. Okay, you're talking about pronunciation, Rohit. So I did not see while you were writing over there. Okay, but been and being in pronunciation is also, there's a slight difference. In writing also there's difference, and I have told you, can you see here, that with the perfect tenses you use been, but with is, am, are, was, were, these be forms you use being. Okay, I hope you've got it, Rohit, now, and it is clear to you. So being is used with all persons, I, we, you, he, she, it, they in past, and we should use was and were in front of be. So he was being critical. जैसे मैंने आपको यहाँ बताया, if you can see here, I perfect tenses के साथ been, but is, am, are, was, were के साथ being. He was being cynical, and we are being noisy. How to identify a transitive verb? So transitive verbs are not just verbs that can take an object, they demand objects. उनके साथ एक object लगा होता है. ये अभी हमने पिछली slide में देखा था. We saw it in like just 2-3 slides before, that they need objects. Only then those sentences or those can be called the sentence in transitive verb. Without an object to affect, the sentence that a transitive verb inhabits will not seem complete. So please bring, that is a verb, what? Bring what? Coffee, that is an object. Transitive verb. So this sentence is written in transitive. In this sentence, verb bring is transitive, its object is coffee. Okay, now see this sentence, please bring. Now please bring what? Or bring who? Nothing is mentioned there. So the question itself wants that there should be an object, right? Otherwise, it's an incomplete sentence. But ऐसा नहीं है कि हर सेंटेंस के साथ ऑब्जेक्ट होना जरूरी है. कुछ सेंटेंस विदाउट ऑब्जेक्ट होते हैं तो उनके साथ जो वर्ब होता है वो कंप्लीट करता है सेंटेंस को. इट makes a complete sentence even if it doesn't have an object because the sentence is said to be then in intransitive verb. You're welcome, Rohit. Welcome. Now, see the example here. Girls carry, that's a verb. Carry what? Water. So that will be the object. Joanne threw the ball. Threw is verb and the ball will be object. Could you phone the neighbors? So phone is verb. The neighbors will be object. I caught a cold. Cold is your verb. Sorry, caught is your verb. A cold will be object. He loves rainbows. Loves is verbs and rainbows will be object. Leela conveyed is your verb. Conveyed is the verb. The message is your object. Each of the verbs in these sentences have objects that complete verbs' actions. If the objects were taken out, the results would be illogical and questions would be raised in the mind of the reader. For example, Leela conveyed. Now, conveyed what? And even conveyed to whom? Even if Leela conveyed to me. So now, me kya hai yahan pe? It will be taken as an object. So conveyed what and conveyed to whom. Then it will be in the transitive verb, but without object, it will be intransitive. All right, intransitive verb is the opposite of a transitive verb. It does not require an object to act upon. They jumped. Okay, so that's a sentence. That is not an incorrect sentence. ऐसा नहीं है कि ये एक गलत sentence है, but हाँ, it is lacking something. There is something which is missing here, and that is an object. But the sentence is now in intransitive. So they jumped, the dog ran. Sentence complete hai. He sang, and a light was shining. But these sentences are not having an object. That is why these sentences are called to be in intransitive verb, the intransitive verb sentences. Okay, how to identify again? None of these verbs require an object for the sentence to make sense, and all of them can end the sentence. Some imperative forms of verbs can even make comprehensible one-word sentences. What are these lines saying? कुछ ऐसे sentences होते हैं जहां पे सिर्फ एक single verb, one word sentence भी होते हैं. Run, not a run, or sing. These are verbs. But then if we are talking, suppose we are in a conversation, okay, and I'm just speaking few lines. So the girls decided to run a marathon, and when they started running a marathon, suddenly there was a car which was coming from the front. The friend with the girl, or the girl's friend who was running with her, asked her to stop. Sentence यहाँ पे full stop हो गया. And then once the car passed away, now this is the action going on. So there is no sentence, there is no conversation now. But then boy, or the boy who was running with the girl, he immediately said, run. So that's another sentence, and that's in a way complete. Complete means that is in the regular conversation, regular speaking when we are talking. So we use such words which denote that the action is taking place, or it is a complete sentence even if it is a one word sentence. So that is what I mean to say. But we have to provide details. For example, he runs towards the hills. Yes, so we are just talking about intransitive verbs here, right? But sentence definitely is supposed to be making sense and a complete sense only when it is comprised of a subject, object, and a verb, right? That is absolutely correct. There has to be a subject, There has to be a verb. There has to be an object in a sentence. So you are absolutely right. We have to provide details. But these we are looking at the intransitive verb. So a number of English verbs can only be intransitive. That is, they will never make sense paired with an object. Two examples of intransitive only verbs are arrive and die. Okay, why? So you can't arrive at something. I arrived at. So I arrive is not, अगर सिर्फ I arrive आप use कर रहे हैं और I arrived, that is again be an intransitive verb. And certainly can't die. So I die, that is again, it is not correct. So some verbs, few exceptional verbs are there which are not even used in the sentence as intransitive also because they need to have an object with them. I arrived at the hotel at 2 p.m. or he died or I died I died, it's not correct. So he died because of the heart attack or due to cardiac arrest. So then you have a complete sentence. Right. Okay, so now we have some exercises here, some sentences where you are going to tell me whether the sentence is transitive or intransitive. Let's begin. So she has written a novel. Tell me quickly, is this sentence transitive or intransitive? Okay, please answer. क्या ये सेंटेंस ट्रांजिटिव वर्ब है इसमें या इंट्रांजिटिव है? All right, so she has written a novel. Novel object already आपने देख लिया, तो written आपका verb है. The sentence is supposed to be in transitive. Mitra teaches English as a municipal at a municipal school. Okay, Mitra teaches English at a municipal school. So teaches अगर verb है, then teaches what? This becomes an object. Again, this will be your transitive. Okay, can I see someone or anyone or those who are there who are watching my session? Would you like to answer to this? They're very interesting. It's a good practice, grammar practice, verb practice. So I took a book from the library. Took is a verb and what? Took what? A book. So that sentence is again in transitive. The sage smiled knowingly. Smile is a verb, but knowingly कोई object है ही नहीं. Knowingly is your adverb, right? So ये आपका object नहीं हो सकता. The sentence is intransitive in nature. The boy sat on the bench. Sat, verb. On the bench is the object, transitive. She always carries an umbrella, verb. An umbrella, object, again, transitive. Fourth what, Rohit? Okay, can you answer to this one? Seventh. I answered only 6 questions. So Rohit, can you answer? Is this sentence has transitive or an intransitive? Is this in transitive or it is an intransitive? The seventh one, I answered only 6 questions. Transitive or intransitive? Yes, can I see you replying in the chat box? I answered only 6 questions. Seventh is transitive. Very good, Rohit. Very good. Answered is your verb. And only 6 questions. 6 questions is your object. So sentence is transitive. Very good. Bang on, Rohit. Absolutely correct. All right. I don't know the answer. Transitive or intransitive? It's simple. It's very simple. I don't know the answer. Eighth one is transitive or intransitive? Intransitive. Why, Rohit? No आपका verb हो गया. Answer आप कुछ you don't know what. So what or who अगर आप लगाएंगे, if you will put what or who after your sentence, after your verb, और उसका अगर आपको reply मिल जाता है, तो वो sentence transitive होगा. I don't know the answer. So I don't know what. I don't know the answer. So that is why. So हमेशा एक बहुत अच्छा एक clue मैं आपको बता रही हूँ. I'm giving you a hint. If you have to find out, you have to practice such kind of exercises, then transitive and intransitive, always ask after the verb, when the verb comes in the sentence, verb के बाद who or what एकदम लगा के पूछा करिए. अगर आपको reply मिलता है कि object वहां पे है, so that is going to be transitive, otherwise it will be intransitive. All right? No, it's okay. It's okay, Rohit. So I have finished my homework. Finished verb, my homework, object, transitive. Have you eaten your lunch? Yes, Rohit. बहुत सिंपल है. Eaten आपको दिख रहा है तो verb है, and your lunch, object, transitive. I am cooking dinner. This is again simple. It is transitive. Cooking is verb and dinner is object. Okay, Rohit, don't shout. बताइए. Tell me, transitive or intransitive? 12th one. 12th one. Transitive or intransitive? Rohit, tell me the answer of this one. Don't shout. Transitive. But there's no object. Okay, 11th आपने transitive का है. 12th बताइए मेरे को. 12th ये वाला. Don't shout. Intransitive. Absolutely correct. No object. कोई object नहीं है. So that is why it says intransitive. Bring a glass of water. Yes, it has a verb and then it has an object. So transitive. The bell rang loudly. Now the bell rang, verb. Loudly cannot be an object. कोई object नहीं है. So intransitive. 13th is transitive. Okay, Rohit, tell me. The ship sank slowly. चलिए ये आप तो हो जाएगा. ये बहुत simple है. ये transitive है. Rohit, 16 बताइए. The dog barked menacingly. The dog barked menacingly. 16th, transitive or intransitive? 16th one, Rohit. Tell me the answer to this. The dog barked menacingly. Transitive, intransitive. Okay. Yes, may I have the answer to the 16th one? Quickly, quickly. Intransitive 16th. You are very correct, Rohit. Parked is your verb. That is an adverb. That's not an object. So it is intransitive. Next, he went. Verb, where? To the market. Object, transitive. We have bought a home in Mumbai. Okay. Bought, verb. Bought what? A home. So object, transitive. Rohit, 19th or 20th का आंसर फटाफट दीजिए. Come on. She looked upset. She looked upset and I am anxious to leave. 17th trans, okay, हो गया. 19th और 20th का रिप्लाई करिए. Okay, 18th ये आपने सही बता दिया. 19th बताइए रोहित and 20th बताइए. Transitive or intransitive? 19th intransitive. Very good, Rohit. Very good. And 20th, I'm anxious to leave. 20th. Very, very good. Absolutely. Rohit, you are brilliant. You are brilliant. And this is for you, Rohit. Absolutely correct. Right. So that is intransitive. All right. So I hope you liked my session on verbs. We are going to come back again and we're going to have some more interesting sessions related to verbal ability and reading comprehension coming up. But we will definitely have the grammar concepts clear first. So if you've liked my session, please, please give me a like there. Click on like, please share, and please subscribe using my code SUMATI, that is Sumati. I repeat, please like, share, and subscribe on this given code SUMATI Sumati. Till then, take care and be safe. Happy learning. Bye.